Hey guys, how you doing? It's just some video series here, and this is compilation videos. This one's on the STRV 103B. I marked a long time ago, like 2 years ago, probably more. Well, actually, a long time. Must be more than 2 years ago. But I never actually bought it, tried it out, because I couldn't stand these pneumatic drive tanks. I don't like them, no matter what, whether it's medium or tank destroyer. I can't stand them. But I was working on TD, so I thought I'd buy this one. Give it a try. And I like the pen, I like the DPM, the rounds per minute. Awesome on this. But still don't like that pneumatic drive, gets me in trouble a lot. But this isn't so much about the tank, this is another, just continuing with the compilation videos of as people put on terrible teams, you know, not being able to buy a win. You know, and I said I was gonna get off this subject, but I can't. This is my World of Tanks experience. This is what the game does to me all the time. So as much as I'd like to get away, and I do have some good games, but a lot of those good games are also on losing teams. Once I'm spotted here, everybody and his dog is shooting at me, and I'm done. And this recurring theme. These videos, you'll see in a second here. It's camping teams. Camping teams. So there'll be a team that doesn't want to go forward, and or a team that just goes to one side of the map and then just sits there. And this is an example of one of those teams. Well, see these guys, I don't know, that's a favorite spot for you guys to go to. It's an encounter battle, right? You can't do anything from there. You gotta understand what the game mode is that you're in. So when you have this many guys sitting back there, you're gonna lose the match. No. I talk about Quickie Baby and some of the videos and how knowledgeable he is and stuff like this. And I saw him recently where he's in a T28, just trying to explain that. The best of tier 8. When he got to the TDs, he tried a Tech 3 TD and T28. And he went to the back of the, as soon as he spawned, he goes to the back of the map. So he like reverses, goes in the direction, sits in the corner. Sorry. And the trouble is, he's got 3 other guys sitting literally right to his left-hand side, right there with him at the very back of the map that they spawned into. And then he's talking about how staying at the back. It's funny because he mentions how that's like it doesn't help your team. And he talks about a balance between going forward and helping your team to win, whereas staying back often helps yourself and doesn't help the team, right? And that's exactly what happened in that game. It's funny that so he knows it. He mentions that. But then, and he talks about there's a balancing act there between trying to help yourself, yet not just leave your team out to dry, because, well, it's almost 1/3 of your team. 4 guys sitting at the back, while the other guys go forward and fight the entire enemy team. And you're just sitting at the very back of the map, waiting for them to destroy those guys and come forward. So I thought it was pretty funny that, and it for sure what he talked about ended up happening. The guys who were sitting at the back of the map, they lost the game. He lost the game. He had it personally a very a good match damage wise, but the team lost. So, I thought it was pretty funny because he knows it, and yet that's what he does, and he says, well, this he's ended up being a loss. Well, of course it did, right? And you need those kind of things led to losses, yet you still did it. But I was churning out YouTube videos. This is what I mean by the guys blessed by wargaming with different matchmaking RNG than certainly a guy like me is just destroyed by, I'm an outlier, just destroyed by wargaming matchmaking. Right? Don't have a freaking hope in hell. So a lot of those videos that I do have saved up are complete losses, utter losses, where I have a good game, but it's not from sitting at the back. Right? I don't believe in that. Sometimes I get trapped at the back and I can't move. I get pinned because I get focus fired. But normally I like to play aggressively at the front, which reminds me of another console CC. He's talking about, I play stupid aggressive. I play stupid aggressive. Well, as he's saying that, sorry, he's got like 3 guys who are like 200, 300 meters ahead of him. So I guess his definition of aggressive is different than mine, right? My definition of being aggressive is not being behind 4 other guys, 3 other guys who are way ahead of me. That's not being aggressive. But then these guys sell you on that kind of stuff, the way they talk, and I just, again, I don't want you to be sucked into the bullshit, right? There's a whole lot of bullshit going on. Even Quickie Baby, he knew better. He knows better. He knows the game. He knows what he was doing there wasn't advantageous to the game, but he still did it. Why? Because he wants to churn out a good video that people are going to watch. And, I just thought it was funny picking up on that. That led to a loss. Well, of course it led to a loss when almost 1/3 of your guys have gone backwards and stayed there. So, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So this is, I had an even longer video than this saved up compilation where it was like consecutive games and just getting destroyed because nobody wants to move forward. And of course, loss after loss after loss after loss. But this is kind of the same thing, only using one tank. But with kind of a surprising happy ending at the end of this one. So one decent game. And take note that you know, in order to have a decent game in a TV, you don't have to be sitting in the back. Right? You don't have to be a freaking pussy and sit at the back and watch the other guys go out and do the hard work and take the hits. You can get involved if you want to. It takes more skill, in my opinion, to do that than to sit in the back and cherry pick damaged tanks at the end of the game to rack up a little bit of damage in your kill rate. So I go forward to help this guy because, oh, look at where our light tank is. This is going to be a recurring theme in these videos too. What our light tanks do. And light tanks can contribute a lot to the game. Or they can contribute nothing. But the importance of a light tank performing its role, you know, which is to go forward and spot for the team. That I'll find, you know, especially on my team, and an increasing trend, in my opinion, is that light tanks like to just camp at the back too. Well, you're doing nothing. Seriously, you're doing nothing to help your team, and it's so frustrating to your teammates because here we have to go forward and do our own spotting for ourselves. And you know, this tank here, it can block shots, but you can't take too many hits. Stand and hit points whittle away pretty quick in this once they start overmatching you and hitting you with high explosive. You know, you catch a round like that, and look at these. So watch where these light tanks are, and yeah, you'll get my meaning. They're doing virtually nothing to help the team, and this guy's the star of the show. I mean that sarcastically, of course. So that's my experience in World of Tanks. You know, I'm not blessed with good teams. I'm just freaking dragged into these massive losing streaks, and it's just like right now there's an op on a high 5, right? If I get 5 wins, you know how long it takes me to get 5 wins? I can play seriously. So I guess it's easy for other guys in wargaming universe, but it's not easy with the matchmaking that they provide me with. Getting 5 wins is like it's certainly challenging. You're gonna have to play a long time. Sometimes you just forget it. Played yesterday for a bit, and, you know, just forget about doing the high 5. Like it'll put me on these horrendously bad teams. My worst streak. It's my fault. I just kept going. I kept thinking, this has to end. This has to stop. This has to turn around. And I should have known better. It doesn't. I just paused for a second. Where's this guy going? I thought, okay, he's doubling back here to help out. He's gonna double back and help out, but then he starts going that direction and changes his mind. I think, okay, he's gonna double back, help out. Go after these guys here, right? The other light tank looks like he's going in towards them to engage, finally. But what? He turns you up. Thinking, what are you doing? And this is typical of my teammates. They're AFK, or they may as well be. He decides to turn around, go the other direction, and watch what he does here. Go sit in the corner. Goes and sits in the corner here for a bit. Sits in the bush. Look, what are you doing there? You know, he finally went from staying at the back to moving forward, and then he goes there, completely bypassing the enemy. It's amazing, man. Amazing. The teammates that get put on here, you wonder what are they thinking? What are you doing? We find out in a sec here what he's doing. He's thinking, he's gonna go on an arty hunt. Which is fine, right? Fine in a light tank, but I'll go on arty hunts myself, but the game's over. Why didn't you do this in the beginning when Artie and everybody else over there was wrecking me? You know, sneak around in behind them and do this, but no, he waits till it's safe. He knows nobody's there but this guy. So this kind of play it safe stuff is just selfish stuff, and he takes the artillery out, but your team is being taken out. So it would, you know, it's pointless, right? Pointless damage, pointless gameplay. And then watch what he does. I think, okay, he's gonna jump into the cap and try and eke out a win here. No. See, he doesn't care about winning. It wouldn't have made any difference anyway, because yeah, I'm sure they had enough guys who were close to our cap to just, even if you jumped in there first, you know, even him out and put the second guy in there and cancel him out. So, but no, he goes over, and then I think, okay, man, maybe he's gonna race back and reset it and fight a bit, right? No. And some other guy is obviously still watching this match, who's died, pings him. He's also wondering, what the hell, what is this? Why don't we always have teammates? I always have teammates like that. Again, I'm not picking on this guy. This is 1,000 other guys on the game, and they're always on my fucking team. I always get these kind of guys on my team. No hope in hell of winning. They couldn't care less that they're even on the team. You know what I think wargaming should do is they should just have every man for himself. Forget about teams. Forget about 15 other guys on your team. Just doing every man for himself. Deathmatch. And see who comes out on top. Right? Because most of the guys who play in this game, they don't even know what a team is. They give a shit about the team. Most CCs certainly don't give a shit about their team. They give a shit about the channel, the video. Look how good I am. Didn't do a fucking thing to help my team, but I put out a good video here. Help myself. So there's Buddy. And how did that pay off for him? It didn't really pay off for him. I'm saying they didn't pay off for me because, you know, I'm one of 4 other guys there who had to go out and do their own spotting and, you know. Couldn't even shoot from distance, have to close the gap on them. And in the meantime, their light tanks are spotting. So, nobody's going forward here. So I go forward in my TD to help support these other 2 guys. I'm at the lead. And I know they're coming this way, but and apparently only 2 other guys on our team know that they're going to come this way. The rest are sitting at the base, haven't moved, or they're going to the other side or not. So I know they're coming. I want to get into a decent position here, to get into a bit of a depth where I can work work on this and make it so they have to come forward to get me. And use the DPM on this tank. And of course he's got to get around there, ramming tank, and he takes full advantage of it. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe these guys will pull up and get involved, help us here. Eventually, we did our own spotting again. Spotting. And but no, nobody's coming forward to help us. I'm sitting back there, and surely the guys I'm thinking on the other side, they outnumber them, of course. It's just the numbers game, and they have more tanks on that side of the map. I mean, we have more tanks on the other side of the map than the enemy does. They're here, right? But nobody goes forward over there. They're sitting at the back. So this heavy tank, look at this. That's why I include those shots in the videos to just show you what kind of inept, you know, fucking morons. When you see this happening, you gotta push through on the other side. And nobody's coming up to help this guy. Now he's the next kill, right? He's the next sacrifice. Nobody gonna come help him. Oh fuck, they couldn't be bothered doing that, right? They're sitting at the back like a bunch of pussies. I'm so sick and tired of getting put on these pussy teams against Team Lion. I'm always on Team Pussy up against Team Lion who attacks. Boom, of course, he's gone. Well, that whole side's open. We're down a huge number of tanks. The game isn't over yet, but I'll explain why as it starts to unfold here. So there's one TD left engaging on the other side, and this E50. I don't know why he didn't pull forward and get more active, more involved in the beginning, but yeah, he's that's out of his element. That's the point of this gameplay. You'll find guys who are completely out of their element. They can't go forward. You watch and see what happens at the end. But their style is to sit at the back. Right? That's become their style. Well, wargaming, there's a couple of reasons. Wargaming, number one, rewards that. Utter bullshit. Pointless damage at the end of the game. And number two is they're just not comfortable going forward. Can't do it. And like I say, if you can't do it from the front, then you can't do it. Right? You may have a successful YouTube channel, but you don't have my respect. Again, as I said, not that that's important to anybody. And I don't begrudge these guys for having a successful YouTube channel. But if you just watch, I mean, they play like freaking, you know. Other people are actually doing the things that win the game for these guys. Win games by going to the front, because they don't. So let's just watch how this one plays out. We got a lot of guys on the other side. They're not moving either. This guy comes over here because, well, he knows they're coming from the base. At least he figured that part out. This has like a surprise ending and a twist, so just bear with me and keep watching, because you know, some guys, this is their style, and you'll see what I mean by they get completely out of their element. And They don't know how to win. This is a tier 10 match. If you haven't figured out how the game works by now, and figured out how to pull out a win in a game that you shouldn't have won. The enemy team has a huge lead. Keep watching. Sorry. Yeah, flicking back and forth. I hope you don't find that overly distracting, but I'm trying to see what's happening on two sides of the map, right? See, you're probably thinking to yourself, "Well, what are you talking about? Look at it! Look at the score now." Right? Camping works. Camping works. Bear with me. I'm trying to make a point here, and this video perfectly illustrates that point. You'll see it in a bit. Just keep watching. That enemy team took their time, and those guys who destroyed me in the very beginning, and that French heavy who was with me, took their time moving forward. A little bit too cautious. They played too cautious. Okay, even now. I think, okay, good deal. They worked this really well. Now watch. Watch what I mean. About their being out of their element. See, this right here, which you witnessed, was their element. Stay at the back, camp, and shoot guys who on the enemy team and move forward. And if the enemy team had to move forward sooner, more aggressively, they would have easily won that game because they had huge numbers. Now there's one guy left on the enemy team. Now, our team is leading, right? Our team's leading. So I'm thinking, okay, great. You guys, well, you shocked me, actually. You won the game. So now what are they doing? They were in a position to watch each other and watch the base. Now, why are you going forward? Why would you risk? This last heavy that's left has not been spotted the entire game. I know that because I was forward. He hasn't been spotted. So why? You know where then he is, right? He's playing the same camping at the back game as you are. So you don't have to do this. What the fuck? This is tier 10, guys. This is a tier 10 match. Well, the game is won. There's 3 freaking minutes left. If that guy comes forward, he knows now in order to win, the enemy should know. In order to win the game, he has to come forward. Right? And at least kill one. Or try to go for the cap, whatever. So why are our guys moving forward and separating themselves from each other? It's bizarre. That's what I mean. These guys are totally out of their... Once you get somebody out of their element, fighting-wise, they're fucking useless. Right? Because they're not used to doing this. Everything that they've done that's good so far goes out the fucking window. Watch. Unbelievable. Okay, there he is. What a surprise. Where the fuck did you think he was going to be? He's full health in a dangerous heavy tank. You're gonna see. He's waiting for you to make a fucking mistake. Congratulations. You're on my way. I'm on my way. Fuck. Just watch how this plays out. So, you ever heard of flanking? Right? One go one direction on them, the other go the other direction. No. They fucking go the same angle on them. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, so mistake number 1. Oh, that's one of many. Didn't even have to do this and you would have won the game for the team. Okay, so now they decide to split off, but watch what happens. He doesn't. He parks. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, the gun is not aimed at you. So he goes in, tries to take a shot. Okay. Now he wants to go all in. He wants to go all in, and again they end up on being on the same side of each other. And that guy, he's got just a deadly cannon. Kaboom! See ya. Game's even now. Our guy has to destroy him in order to win. With a minute left. But instead, what the fuck? See, he's out of his element. That's what I mean. This proves to me what I'm telling you. He's out of his element. He wants to get away and fucking try and, you know, where are you going? Completely, these guys are completely useless at that part of the game, being aggressive. It's not their style. I get the most blood, by the way. I didn't know that tank was so capable of blocking. That sharply angled armor. But what a joke, man. They could have won that game. They would have done. I would have been praising them. They did a good job because the enemy team fucked up their attack and they were able to even it up. And then they destroyed the final tank. And it was just that heavy. It was obviously waiting at the base, and you go forward and you fuck up your attack on them because they're no good at attacking. The guys in this game, it's tier 10 match, they haven't figured out how to attack. Why? What happened? Because it's not their style. They're not aggressive at all. They don't know how to be aggressive. They don't know anything about flanking. Last game. And I'm going to show you. You don't have to sit at the back like a fucking pussy in your TD and wait for somebody else to win the fucking game for you. You know, you can grow some balls and fucking... This light tank is going forward. Okay? If somebody doesn't go forward and help him, he's going to die. So that light tank is doing his job. And he does a spectacular job. Just keep watching. He does an outstanding job. So I go forward to try and keep him alive. Right? Now, and this, see this little bastard here is coming after me, this light tank. He wants to come and get me from the back. But in this case, I got guys, even though they're sitting at the back there, they were watching my back. They saw what was happening. They pick him off before he's even get a shot up. Now this light tank is all in on this guy. T95, so I'm gonna go help him. I don't want that light tank to die.
Are you kidding me?
Let's try to... At first I was thinking of tracking him, and then I thought, let's try to damage him. But, I dipped a little bit there, it didn't work. So I figured, fuck it, I'll just go for a weak point on top. And, here you go, keep my light tank alive. So now the guys behind me are moving up, right? We've broken this side. We've broken open this side. So this is a team working together. Not working against each other, working together. What? And this doesn't happen often enough for me. This doesn't happen often enough to make this game fun. I'll just get put on those losing shit teams more often than, by far, than this kind of team. And no matter what, all these guys with the bullshit, they'll try and fucking feed you. Nobody wins this game by themselves. Nobody. You need somebody to help. Well, because you're one of 30 in the match. One of 15 on the team. Okay, we're down here. Once this TD... Once he's gone, I'm thinking they look like they're pretty close to the cap, to me, to our cap, dangerously close. So I think I'm gonna go jump in here and force them to either go towards the cap in numbers, and maybe our guys can shoot him in the ass, or maybe, you know, some other guys will join me here in the cap, or force them to come back and reset it. And that's what the enemy team chooses to do. They kind of try and come back and reset it. And now we're able to put the strength of this tank to work. Watch. The light tank he's still being aggressive. He's still doing a fantastic job. We wouldn't have won this game if he didn't do such a good job here. But he needed support, right? He can't do it all by himself. Nobody can, regardless of how skilled he was. Death Star takes out that guy. Or sorry, the shitbine took that guy. And the man, of course, the light tank there is dancing. He's dancing. You want to peek, huh? You want to peek? Oh, thanks for peeking. Now this is what this tank can really do. It can dish out shots quickly. And I wish I had another second here. Put him in 3 seconds, right? And I would have had that. But I'm just happy for the victory. Happy for the kill. For the cap, actually. And then the Manticore did a fantastic job. Good on him. Anyhow, guys, I thought I'd just show you once again my World of Tanks experience. What it's like for the other guys out there who don't, I'm blessed with good matchmaking. Thanks for bearing with me, and thanks for watching. There's Tank Girl. There's Tank Girl. Thanks for watching.